Okay, so I did watch the most recent episode, and I have a lot of thoughts about it, and I have to go back and rewatch it and take like actual notes. But there is one thing that I do want to comment on, and that thing is the whole Belly and Jeremiah making fun of Conrad. I have a lot of thoughts about it. Obviously, it was not the best moment we've ever seen of Belly. I've seen a lot of people being like, I'm not Team Belly anymore. I don't want Conrad to deal with this. I don't like her, all this stuff. And my first reaction watching it was, oh, I do not like that. And then I was like, all right, let's try to think about this a little more. Because that was a mean moment. What they were doing was mean. It wasn't nice. And I don't think Belly is a mean person. And I've seen some people say, well, this is an example of how Belly's not, Jeremiah doesn't bring out the best in Belly, and Jeremiah's rubbing off on Belly. And those things might be true. I have said in many videos that I don't think Belly's her best self with Jeremiah. So I agree with that to an extent. But I actually don't think that that's necessarily what was going on. I think what we are seeing is someone finally got to Belly. And I think that Conrad's opinion in general of Belly and what she does and her choices really matters. I think she really respects his opinion, or at least values it, because there is a part of her that still really cares about him. At this point, we know that her mom doesn't approve. Her dad doesn't approve, but is a little nicer about it. Taylor doesn't approve. Steven, kind of neither here nor there. The only person's opinion left is Conrad's. And she wasn't there when they had the conversation. She wasn't there to hear how Conrad said it. So all she hears is Conrad thinks it's ridiculous. And we also know that it's a bit of a touchy thing for her, feeling like she's not being taken seriously as a grown-up, that she's not seen as a grown-up. I mean, that was kind of the whole crux of, at least the beginning of season 1, was I want to be seen as, someone who's grown into herself. I have a couple other theories about why she brings it up, because she is the one to bring up the whole, making fun of Conrad thing. I have to, please ignore the wind. But I want to go back and rewatch before I touch on those. But just from the first initial watch, I don't think that it was just her being mean. I think it was, this is a way to downplay something that scares me. Everything in her life is spinning out of control. She just ran away from home, basically moving out, or at least that's sort of the implication. She is about to be a wife. She's, about to do all of this stuff that kind of feels like it's escaping her. Like, all of this thing that started off as let's get married, we love each other, is now becoming a very big, almost line in the sand with a lot of people she really cares about. And I think when Conrad doesn't approve, it scares her. And what do we do when we are scared, when we feel threatened? We lash out. So I think one of the reasons that she very much makes fun of Conrad is she's downplaying what he's saying. She's making it seem smaller. She's trying to give herself power over it, because I think it is something that got under her skin and scared her, or at least voiced what might be sort of the voice in the back of her head. It brought that out. It sort of validated, is what we're doing a little ridiculous? Again, was it her best moment? Absolutely not. I think it was pretty mean. But I also don't believe that Belly is a mean person at her core. I don't think she's a mean character. So it makes me wonder, okay, well, what would cause someone who's normally very thoughtful and very kind to lash out and be mean? It's when she's feeling insecure. It's when she's feeling threatened. It's when she's feeling scared. It's when she's feeling out of control. And that happens after Conrad makes that comment. So that's just one thought I have about it, and I haven't really seen too many takes like that about it, so just wanted to put it out there.